everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about some of my knitting and crochet inspirations from Pinterest. First I will talk about a crochet inspiration that I've seen on Pinterest, and then we'll move on to knitting and then circle back to crochet and knitting together for home decor. This is not just focused on the summer weather, my inspiration is also for the colder temperatures or a different season. Starting with crochet, a lot of the crochet things that I get inspired by are made of white cotton. I don't know why, but white cotton in crochet is so nice and elegant and fun. I do really love crochet for summer. I'm not that good at crochet right now, but if I was, I would be crocheting in the summer and then knitting in the autumn and winter time. Crochet beach cover-ups are so fun. I really love this dress. This white dress would be a perfect beach cover-up, which I absolutely adore. Again, it looks like it's been made of cotton and it's just perfect for the summer. Talking about beach cover-ups, I do love crochet skirts as well. So these two are very, very cool. A good addition to these skirts would be a nice crochet bralette or a bikini top. I think that would look so cool together. These crochet trousers or pants, whatever you call it, so adorable, so cool, and again perfect for the summer weather. I also think this off-the-shoulder top is super nice. It's not often that I like crochet tops, but this one really grabbed my attention. I love the construction of it. I love that it's off the shoulder. Anything that's off the shoulder, and especially in this color, is something that I really love. Swiftly moving on to some filet crochet. I don't think you can talk about crochet for the summer without talking about filet crochet. I absolutely love these two tops. They look so delicate and so summery. I can't imagine this kind of pattern but also as a dress. I have seen some crochet designers create full filet crochet dresses, and filet crochet is so impressive, especially as a long dress. I can't even imagine how long that would take, but the result is absolutely amazing. A massive trend for this summer have been sparkles and rhinestones and shells and everything related. I really love that, and specifically I love seeing sparkly crochet garments like this top. I think that's crochet, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do love the addition of rhinestones to it. A simple tank top but with rhinestones, absolutely love that. Also these crochet shorts, again the sparkle is so summery and nice. It doesn't seem too difficult, so once I learn how to crochet properly then maybe I'll do that. I also think crochet is perfect for bags, especially like a beach bag like these two. I would love to make a crochet beach bag, especially one like this. I think it wouldn't be too hard. It looks quite simple and it would be very functional because I feel like this material that is used for these kinds of bags would be quite sturdy and it wouldn't be too flimsy like knitting bags. And talking about sparkles, look at these crochet bags. They are so cool. They just add so much to an outfit. I think it would be very cool to have one. This crochet top really reminds me of like a fishing net, and I think if I was wearing that I would probably feel like a mermaid. This is a pattern for sure. You can find it on Etsy. I will show you the name of it right here. Let's move on to some knitting. Again, a very massive trend this year have been ponchos. I am definitely not mad about that. Ponchos are very elegant and they are very functional when you want to cover up a bit more in the cooler summer nights or even in autumn in the day. I think they would be very perfect for the weather. These are just a few examples of the ponchos I found. A lot of them are very simple construction, would be very easy. I do really like this one with the bottom fringe. It's not really my style, but I've been seeing a lot of them around, I think by Milot and by other knitting designers, and I've been really enjoying them. I also really like this one with the buttons on the side and the nice lacy detail at the bottom. I think that's very different from all the other ponchos we've been seeing this summer so far. Moving on to some knitted tops. You can never go wrong with a simple knitted halter neck. Very simple construction, simple knit, very beginner friendly, I would say. So if you are a beginner, I would definitely look into some halter neck patterns. I really like these two. These colors are very summery and nice. I've been really loving knitting with very interesting construction of fabric crossing or layering on top of each other. So this nice top with the cross at the bust area is very nice. I think it would be very flattering on a lot of people. Also, this beautiful knitted top. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. I think it's really cool and very elegant, and I could really see this as a good summer pattern if this was made in a cotton blend or linen blend. I think that would be very nice and breezy. I've been really loving this specific yarn, which is a blend of cotton and a tiny bit of polyester. I can't think of the name right now, but I will show it on the screen. Really good summer yarn. I've made one long sleeve with it and the yarn is not hot at all. It's so nice and breezy. For knitted tops, I've also been really loving the deep v-neck construction, as you can see on the screen. I would love to recreate that myself in a knitted top. I think it's super cool and flattering on people. I think everyone has seen that one top from like an actual shop, which is not knitted at all, but it's like this stripy deep v-neck construction. I'll show you on the screen as well. I think I've seen people try to recreate that with knitting and with crochet, and I've been really loving that as well. Also, this blue top is very cool. I've never seen anyone do a checkered pattern like that on a knitted top. I have a feeling that this might be a machine knit, but I will double check that and let you know on the screen. I do love how sheer it is. I love garments made of mohair. They look really cool and elegant, but mohair is not for everyone. It can be quite itchy. I have never made a garment just purely out of mohair, so I'm not sure how I would feel wearing that. Speaking about mohair, look at this beautiful knitted mohair skirt. I don't think I need to say anything more about it. It's so flowy. It looks so airy, elegant. Again, count how many times I've said elegant, but it's just beautiful. And whoever has patience to make a very long mohair skirt, hats off to you, because it would be a very impressive knit if you made one. Continuing on with knitting, more for the office really, which is one of my key criteria when I look for knitting patterns, is it suitable for the office or is it not? And recently I've been on a hunt for a nice cardigan, and obviously because I'm a knitter I will have to make it myself. I can't justify buying a cardigan from the shop. So there's a few nice candidates for an inspiration for a cardigan. I really love this beautiful crisscrossed lacy cardigan. It's amazing. I think it's so pretty. It would be a nice addition to my wardrobe if I ever make that. It looks quite challenging, but I'm always up for a challenge, so if I do find it as a pattern, I'll probably try and follow it. I've been seeing a lot of these cardigans with a nice lacy piece at the front. I've seen Milot do one. I have seen them a lot on my Pinterest and I really like them. They look very fluffy and airy and cozy, which I love. In terms of like more simpler cardigans, these two are cardigans that I really like. Very simple and I think very doable in terms of knitting them. Leaving the cardigan space, I've been really loving the construction of a jumper slash sweater with a cinched in waist and a shorter sleeve with quite a baggy main body and a turtleneck. I really like the shorter sleeve versions and the longer sleeve versions, but all of these are so cool and so office suitable, and I think I'm definitely gonna make something similar. I'll probably try and freehand it because it doesn't seem too difficult to make with knitting. See different colors. I love the brown. The cream one is also so cool. I love how chunky the turtleneck is. I really love a turtleneck, but a chunky one is very fun and really up my alley. I really love this off the shoulder jumper with the buttons. I think buttons have been such a big part of this year's trend and I'm not mad about it. I think it looks really cool. It makes the piece of clothing a bit more interesting. I do really like how it's long sleeve and off the shoulder and more fitted to the body. Also for knitting, I've been really liking the idea of a knitted jacket. This is kind of a jacket slash cardigan and I've seen someone make an actual knitting pattern for it. I'm not sure if this is exactly the knitting pattern or not, but I found two examples of a yellow cardigan like this. One looks a bit more shop bought and like machine knitted, and the other one looks a bit more hand knitted, so I'm not sure which one is the actual pattern and which one isn't, but I think it looks super cool. I really like this detail on the neck with the buttons here. I think that's super cool, and it definitely would keep you warm in the colder weather. There's one thing that's on my list of goals for knitting in the future, and it's making an actual woolen jacket and a coat, and it would look something like this. I think to make this I would have to knit a massive version of this jacket and then felt it. I think it's very doable, and I think I have seen a pattern like this before, which I'll have to dig for on the internet. Definitely something that I'm interested in making in the winter time. Moving swiftly on to some home decor, and this will be a mix of crochet and knitting. First of all, these knitted pillows have been on my Pinterest board for the longest time ever. I've been really enjoying the way they look on the photos. I don't know how functional they would be, but I really enjoy the way they look. And I think that would actually be quite a nice stash buster project, as it doesn't seem that it needs a lot of materials. Next piece of decor would be some nice crocheted coasters. And to practice my crochet, I think I will definitely make some cotton crochet coasters in this nice white or cream color. I really like how they look. They look very vintage, but also village slash cottage vibe, if you get what I mean. I really like that. I love anything that's lacy and like floral. Talking about crochet, I can't not talk about filet crochet tapestry or filet crochet in frames. These are some examples that I really like. First of all, these two framed filet crochets. The bird one, absolutely beautiful. I love the backing of it being blue as well. A nice contrast to the white filet crochet. Also love the swans with the other pictures and frames around it. I think that it gives it a nice vintage vibe. Also, I love these two cute tapestries. I really like the red one. I've not seen a lot of colourful filet crochets. They usually are white with a nice backing to make the contrast. I really like the red one as a tapestry. And you can also use your filet crochet as a lampshade, which is super cool. I think that would be a very nice addition to anyone's home. And talking about lampshades, let's talk about this one that is knitted and mohair. Possibly a fire hazard. If you make one, probably use it under supervision. You know, don't leave it on just in case, because it is mohair, definitely flammable. But I do think it's really cool and very unique. My last thing, which is not actually home decor but a functional item that you can use in your day-to-day life, is a nice bookmark. I think these look so cute. Again, they are very lacy. I think some of these are actually just lace, but you can definitely make them by crochet. This is making your other hobbies a bit more personalized, so you know, using those bookmarks in the books that you read every day makes the hobby of reading a bit more personal to you, and it looks very nice and aesthetically pleasing. That is all for this video. I really hope you got inspired by some of these garments or home decors that I showed you. This year I've been really into freehanding, really trying to put my knitting skills to a test and try to recreate different garments and different styles of things. I'm not really a good crocheter. I've crocheted a few things, but I definitely want to get better at it, which that's why I'm going to start making the coasters maybe. If you do have recommendations for crochet videos or crochet YouTubers to watch which helped you with your crochet journey, let me know in the comments. I do really hope that you enjoyed this video and you got inspired, and let me know what's on your needles or your crochet hook. I'm always looking for more inspiration. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you like my channel and want to see more from me. I will see you in the next video.